Now, the next topic that we do is the vice president. So, from here on, what change I'm making is that on the screen only you will be seeing the contents which I will be having inside of this video, right? So, this will be the main heading, and this will follow up in all the coming lectures also, and the inside contents are also written like the subheadings, if you say so, so that it becomes easier for you to know in advance that what are your or what could be your expectations from these videos. Why are we doing a vice president right now when we have not yet finished the topic of president and governor? The reason being that we are taking these three offices simultaneously because there are many similarities and differences amongst these three offices. So if we do it in a comparative method, it becomes easier for us to revise that in the end, so that if comparative questions are asked in prelims, or let's say some kind of factual information in mains, you will be having a handy information. Now that we are done with the election of the president and the appointment of the governor, what we try next to understand is how the vice president of India is elected, and what about the office of the vice president. So along with the presidential elections recently, we also have had the vice presidential elections, right? So anyways, this topic also becomes important from the current affairs perspective. The first thing that we'll do here is about the office of the vice president. So the first thing that you will know कि vice president के office, I will be referring entirely it as now VP, so I hope that will be very clear to you. So office of vice president of India, firstly where it is talked about, it is talked about in article 63 of the constitution. Quickly seeing the article, it says the vice president of India, there shall be a vice president of India, as simple as that. The same was happening in the case of president also. If you notice, there shall be a president of India, which is article 52. Then you see now there shall be a vice president of India, which is article 63. You have also seen about the governor, ki there shall be a governor for each state, which is article 153. I hope this comparison now is clear to you. Moving on to the next one about the election of vice president. Now, if you notice, the election of vice president is being talked about in article number 66. We will understand this, but we also need to understand more on the office of vice president of India with respect to what is given in article number 64. So first let's see this, then we'll move on to see the election. Now, this topic of when the vice president is acting as president or discharging functions, etc., we will do in a separate video. In the Telegram channel, I have already shared the list of the coming topics. That's a probable list, and mostly we are going to follow the same. So in case you have not yet accessed the Telegram channel wherein I keep sharing the informations, you have the link in the description section. Please do join it. चलिए, आर्टिकल नंबर 64 क्या कहता है? That the vice president to be the ex officio chairman of the council of states. Now notice, each keyword here becomes important. Firstly, they are talking about that, okay, there shall be a vice president of India, and the vice president has to be ex officio. Ex officio matlab by the virtue of that office, which means because somebody is elected as vice president will automatically become, because he is holding that office, the person will automatically become the chairman of the Council of States. What is Council of States? Basically Rajya Sabha. You will understand more about this in the legislature when we do about the chairpersons, like Speaker of Lok Sabha, Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha, Chairman of Rajya Sabha, Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha. But for the time being, because the broad structure I have already discussed in the basic video on legislature, so I hope you know about the structure of legislature. Now you have to remember that the vice president, because the vice president is in that office, will automatically, by the virtue of that office, so that is ex officio, would become the chairman of Rajya Sabha, not Lok Sabha, but Rajya Sabha. That is what you have to remember. The vice president shall be ex officio chairman of Council of States and shall not hold any other office of profit. So please remember, shall not hold. Office of profit ko leke I have already told you in the earlier videos also, the term is not defined in the constitution, and therefore kind of it gives a you would say unclear idea about what exactly does it constitute. But in a general term, it would mean about accepting any other office, or let's say accepting any other kind of bribe, corruption, involving in corruption, bribe, presents, or any other lucrative offers in the government. So that is basically not allowed. Then, provided that during any period when the vice president acts as president or discharge the function of president, the details we'll see later. How does this temporary usage of the function happens, or let's say temporary performance of the functions happens. But let's say, because we understand that the vice president is the Rajya Sabha chairman, both the persons are same. But there will be certain situations when the president is not available for whatsoever reason, and we'll determine those cases also. Now, in such cases, what will happen? The vice president will act as president, or vice president might need to discharge the functions of president under Article 65. ये वाला जो है detail. In that case, what will happen? In that period, when the vice president is either acting as president or the vice president is discharging the function of president, the vice president will not perform the duties of the office of chairman of Rajya Sabha or Council of States. In general situation, the vice president will act as the Rajya Sabha chairman. I hope this is clear. But in those situations, when the vice president is acting as president or discharging the functions of president, the vice president will not act as Rajya Sabha chairman. Then who will act? That we'll talk about. But will not perform the duty of the chairman and will not be entitled to any salary or allowance which is payable to the Rajya Sabha chairman under Article 97. 97 क्या है उस पर हम बाद में आएंगे. But the idea is that during the period, please listen to me very carefully, during the period, in fact I should write this. So election will do in some time. Let's first do more on the office of the vice president only as per Article 64. में क्या बोला गया कि during the period when the vice president is either acting as president or discharging functions of president, during that period the vice president will not be the chairman of Rajya Sabha and definitely will not get any such salary, allowance, etc. of chairman of Rajya Sabha. This is what Article 64 summarizes. Moving on. So we have done the details of the office of vice president. The next topic we'll do is the election of vice president. As you see, it is given in Article 66. And please keep marking, highlighting these articles which are being covered so that in the end you have a very clear cut idea कि हमने क्या क्या कर लिया. ये दोनों हमने कर लिया. Okay. Now moving on. So it is talking about the election of the vice president. Let's read this. It has good number of things, but we'll not do all the things. We'll do the selective things because there are many things wherein you have to go for the comparison of president, governor and vice president. तो उसको हम comparison में करेंगे. अभी के लिए the selective things that you remember here. Firstly, that the vice president shall be elected by the members of an electoral college consisting of the members of both houses of parliament. Now please notice, you have done the topic of presidential election. So you know how the indirect election happened. There also you had the electoral college. Having an electoral college itself signifies the first thing that it is an indirect election, right? So when we talk about the election of vice president, which is given in Article 66, we will see it from 2 points of view. One will be the similarities with presidential election. Another is with differences with presidential election, so that you have everything clear in front of you. When we talk about similarities, so firstly the similarity is that it is an indirect election, right? And you have a special electoral college, which is the group of electors for the elections, right? That is clear. But the electoral college for presidential and vice president elections are different, which means the members which will comprise this, so the electoral college में जो members होंगे they are different for president and vice president. तो president election के लिए और वाइस प्रेसिडेंट इलेक्शन के लिए जो मेंबर्स होंगे वो कौन होंगे और कौन नहीं होंगे, दैट वी विल ट्राई टू फिगर आउट हियर. Let's see. So this table will give you almost all the much needed information that you'll have for this topic. सबसे पहले हम बात करते हैं elected members of parliament की. Then another will be your nominated MPs, and let's talk about elected MLAs. We also have MLCs, we also have nominated members, but उसका ज़रूरत ही इसलिए नहीं पड़ेगा that you will figure this out right now कि जो जो जिक्र वाइस प्रेसिडेंट के केस में है सिर्फ हम उनका ही कंपैरिजन कर रहे हैं. द अदर्स आर एनीवेज नॉट देयर, सो लेट्स नॉट कंपेयर देम. प्रेसिडेंट के केस में यू ऑलरेडी नो all the elected members were there except the elected members for the legislative councils, and no nominated members were there. That was as simple as that. Now अगर हम बात करें कंपैरिजन की, प्रेसिडेंट के केस में you know elected MPs were there definitely. वाइस प्रेसिडेंट के केस में भी elected MPs रहेंगे. प्रेसिडेंट के केस में nominated members of parliament not there, but in vice presidential election because they are members of parliament they will be there. प्रेसिडेंट के केस में द इलेक्टेड मेंबर्स ऑफ स्टेट्स वर देयर, बट वाइस प्रेसिडेंट के केस में द इलेक्टेड मेंबर्स ऑफ लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबलीज विल नॉट बी देयर. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. सो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट के केस में जो इलेक्टोरल कॉलेज है उसमें ओनली द इलेक्टेड एंड नॉमिनेटेड मेंबर्स ऑफ पार्लियामेंट विल बी देयर. स्टेट या यूटी के मेंबर्स नहीं रहेंगे. दैट इज द ओनली थिंग you will remember. Now let's read it first. So what does it say? That the vice president shall be elected by members of electoral college consisting of members of both houses of parliament. So that is what we have done, both houses of parliament, which means Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And when no election or nomination is mentioned, so it is consisting of both elected and nominated members of Rajya Sabha plus Lok Sabha. Then another thing it says, in accordance with the system of proportional representation by means of single transferable vote, and voting at such election shall be by secret ballot. So again you notice here that even if the electoral college for the presidential and vice presidential election is different, there is another similarity that you notice. What is that another similarity? It is in the manner of election. It is similar because here we have the proportional representation, single transferable vote and secret ballot. This is similar, right? Now when we talk about this, that why do we have this different structure for the presidential and the vice presidential election, Dr. Ambedkar answered this and he said that because the president is the head of the state, right? Head of the state matlab head of the Indian state, Indian nation state. So therefore the power that will extend to the president in the context of administration will be both for the center and the state, and therefore it is important because the president has to represent the members of the entire country. Okay, and therefore the members of the state legislative assemblies are also important to be included in the election of the president. But when we talk about vice president, the whole idea of vice president, because he is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha, so the only work actually assigned for the vice president, the major work, is to preside over the council of states, which is Rajya Sabha. And there might be certain rare occasion, certain emergency or situational conditions wherein the president is not available, then the vice president will also act as the president, but that will be very rare situation. The prime work is to act as the chairman of Rajya Sabha. And when it is talking about the chairman of Rajya Sabha, so there is no point, because it is a parliament, a house of parliament, Rajya Sabha. So there is no point of including the state legislative assembly members in the election of vice president. This was the argument put forward by Dr. Ambedkar in discussing this whole concept of why do we have this difference in the presidential and the vice presidential election with respect to the electoral college or the composition of the electoral college. But the similarity, as I have just told you, lies here. Another thing that you also have to remember कि जो ये point है that the electoral college will consist of the members of the both houses. Now when original constitution was made, it was said that the vice president will be chosen जब दोनों हाउसेस की जॉइंट सिटिंग होगी. जॉइंट सिटिंग मतलब होता है कि दोनों हाउसेस साथ बैठ के, ऐसे तो दे हैव बोथ डिफरेंट चैम्बर्स, लोकसभा एंड राज्यसभा के अपने अपने चैम्बर्स होते हैं, बट ओरिजिनल कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन सेड दैट देयर विल बी जॉइंट सिटिंग ऑफ लोकसभा एंड राज्यसभा एंड देन दे विल इलेक्ट द वाइस प्रेसिडेंट. ठीक है, लेकिन this was becoming way too cumbersome to elect the vice president, and therefore in 11th Constitutional Amendment Act 1961 it was decided, it was said that no, we will have the different elections happening in different houses in both the chambers separately, but the elections will include both the members of the house. That was important. Okay, so this is what you have to remember with respect to the election of the vice president. And what are the eligibility criteria, when can they hold office, when they cannot hold office, all of that we'll see in the coming classes as and when we compare it with the other two offices of president and governor. So that is one thing. अच्छा, ये आपको एक और चीज़ ध्यान रखनी है. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हमने बात करी थी कि when the vice president will act as president or discharge the function of president, the vice president will not act as the Rajya Sabha chairman. Then who will perform the duty of the Rajya Sabha chairman at that point of time? It will be done by the deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha. You will do more of this when we do the legislature, so you don't have to worry. Just remember for the time being, when this situation will exist, then who will perform the Rajya Sabha chairman function? The deputy Rajya Sabha chairman. I mean deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha. Okay. So these are the two things that you have to remember with respect to the election. And if we just notice here, this is the same thing that we have done. Rest all is the eligibility and other criteria, which we will not do right now, which we'll do in the coming classes. Okay. So we have done the office, we have done the election. Next subheading we have to do is comparing the Vice President of India with US President. So if you remember, हमने जो manner of election of president रखा था, हमने borrow किया था कैनेडियन गवर्नर वाला जो point रखा था हमने, वो हमने borrow किया था कैनेडियन मॉडल से and not the अमेरिकन मॉडल. वाइस प्रेसिडेंट के केस में अगर हम बात करें वाइस प्रेसिडेंट इंडिया एंड वाइस प्रेसिडेंट यूएसए, तो दो चीज़ें आपको यहाँ पर ध्यान रखनी है. सबसे पहले अगर हम बात करते हैं सिमिलैरिटी की, तो वाई वी हैव वी borrowed or we have modeled this on the lines of the American vice president, because the vice president in both the cases, the similarity is that they both act as chairperson of the upper house. ठीक है, इंडिया के केस में अपर हाउस राज्यसभा है, इसीलिए हमने राज्यसभा बोला था. तो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया एंड यूएस बोथ एक्ट एज अ चेयरपर्सन ऑफ द अपर हाउस. दैट इज द मेजर सिमिलैरिटी. डिस्पाइट ऑफ बोरोइंग इट फ्रॉम द अमेरिकन मॉडल, वी हैव सर्टेन डिफरेंसेस. नाउ व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? डिफरेंस इज दैट इन द केस ऑफ यूएस, ठीक है, वहाँ जो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट है, द वाइस प्रेसिडेंट सक्सीड्स द प्रेसिडेंट, और लेट्स से सक्सीड्स to the presidency if there is any vacancy. This you have to remember. So if there is any vacancy for the office of president, the vice president will succeed to, मतलब the vice president will become the president, not act as president. इन इंडिया क्या होता है, वो एक्ट करते हैं टेम्प्रेरी पीरियड के लिए, बट यूएस में क्या हो जाता है, वो सक्सीड होके द पर्सन बिकम्स द प्रेसिडेंट and remains president for the unexpired term of the predecessor. मान लीजिए, क्योंकि see the vacancy can happen for multiple reasons, removal, death, resignation, anything can happen. तो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट का जो प्रेसिडेंट का जो टेन्योर है, लेट्स से दिस इज द होल टेन्योर ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट and the earlier person was able to only fulfill, let's say, half of the tenure. So the remaining half of the tenure will be fulfilled by the vice president only in the case of America. When that whole tenure will be over, then the next election will happen. So in midway, they will not have the election to fill that office. It will be done automatically by the vice president as a successor, right? But in case of India, so as I just said, we have a difference. India में क्या हो जाता है, यहाँ पे the vice president does not assume the office of president if vacancy is left for unexpired term, which means अगर बचे हुए, अब क्या टर्म होता है वो हम टर्म में बात करेंगे, when we'll do the topic of term of president and vice president, then we'll talk, but for the time being just remember this. So if, let's say, this is the tenure, and if only this much is covered by the president for some reason and the president has not been able to follow the other half of the tenure, or let's say whatever little portion of the tenure, vice president will not automatically become the president. Vice president only serves as acting president in that case, ठीक है, and till new president comes to the office. Here the vice president becomes the president. Here only acts as a president and wait for the new president. एंड बाकी जो फिर नए प्रेसिडेंट आएंगे वो अपना होल टेन्योर को फुलफिल करेंगे. यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, हमारा टेन्योर कंप्लीटली फुलफिल होगा बाय द वाइस प्रेसिडेंट इन द केस ऑफ US, राइट? आई होप दैट इज क्लियर टू यू. ऑल्सो the vice president, the office of vice president is second highest in the country in the order of precedence, in the official warrant जो release होता है of precedence after precedence, ठीक है? तो ये जो list है, I'll try to show you maybe in the next class, although I think I've shown that in one of the earlier classes, but nonetheless I'll do that. In fact, I should just do it right now. Now if you notice this, सो दिस इज़ द ऑफिशियल वारंट ऑफ प्रेसिडेंस, ठीक है, और ये मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स के वेबसाइट पर रहता है, MHA के वेबसाइट पर. सो वहाँ पे यू कैन जस्ट सी द फर्स्ट is president, the second is vice president. This was being said, and the remaining you can read prime minister, governors of states. At times in prelims they do ask the question कि किसकी पोजीशन जो है वो किसी के ऊपर है या नीचे है, you know, in what sequence it is there. For example, Chief Justice of India and the Lok Sabha Speaker, they have the same order of precedence, like they are holding at the same position. Then 7th number पे बहुत सारे similar position है, 8th पे बहुत सारे हैं. So something like this, you know, roughly आपको पता होना चाहिए. तो वो just go through this, but for the time being, vice president second position पर है, that you will remember. Okay, so we are done with this US and India thing also. Now comparison is done. So the first 3 topics are done. Fourth is, what about any kind of disputes or doubts related to the election of president and vice president both? क्योंकि हम election की बात कर रहे हैं, so this I'll directly deal right now here only, and for that we will have to refer to another article, which is article number 71. Now if you read this, it directly says the same thing, that matters relating to or connected with the election of a president or vice president. For both of them it is the same, so therefore we'll try to see. It says that any kind of doubts and disputes which arise out of or which are related to or in connection with the presidential or vice presidential election, any such kind of doubts shall be inquired into and decided by Supreme Court, whose decision is final. So first of all, it gives you the answer that which is the deciding authority in case of any kind of disputes or issues happen with respect to the election of the president and the vice president. So the deciding authority is the Supreme Court of India. Firstly, that is the whole case, ठीक है? So Supreme Court, whose decision is final. The second thing, if the election of a person as president or vice president is declared void, let's say अगर कोई इशू आया और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने उस इलेक्शन को वॉइड डिक्लेयर कर दिया, इवन इन दैट केस द एक्ट्स डन बाय द प्रेसिडेंट और वाइस प्रेसिडेंट in the exercise and performance of the powers and duties of that office, which means even if the election, see, let's say the election takes place today of president or vice president, Then somebody says that, there is some issue, the matter reaches the Supreme Court, or suo motu also, like on their own also. Let's say if the matter reaches the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court later decides कि the election was void for whatsoever reason. It will take some time from the date of declaration of the result to the date of declaring that election void. But within that tenure, if the person as president or vice president has done certain work, because the person was exercising the powers and duties of president or vice president, even in that case, because it has to be done before the decision of the Supreme Court, so in that case it will not be validated by the reason of declaration that the election is void. In simple words, it means that the decision of the Supreme Court or the declaration of the Supreme Court in saying that this election was void will be applicable only for the coming acts of president and vice president. इस डिक्लेरेशन के पहले वट एवर पावर्स एंड ड्यूटीज दे हैव परफॉर्म्ड दैट विल बी इन एप्लीकेबिलिटी, उसकी एग्जिस्टेंस रहेगी, दैट विल नॉट बी इनवैलिडेटेड, सो इट्स वैलिडिटी विल कंटिन्यू टू एग्जिस्ट. Subject to the provisions of this constitution, parliament also may by law. So apart from Supreme Court, हमने कुछ powers parliament के हाथ में रखी है. क्या है वो power? Parliament may by law regulate any matter relating to or issues related to election. अगर parliament चाहे तो वो कोई law बना के, जैसे एक act है parliament and president and vice presidential election act, I think 1952 का, somewhere around that. So definitely they have an act to regulate it, they can do this. And the election of the person as president or vice president shall not be questioned on the ground of existence of any vacancy. Now that vacancy can happen for whatever reason. Vacancy among whom? The members of electoral college. So we have seen कि electoral college for president and vice president में कौन से लोग होते हैं. If there is any vacancy in that electoral college, if all the members are not present, उससे कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता. Presidential election और vice presidential election जैसे होना है वो वैसे ही count होगा. So the vacancy यहाँ पे will not be counted here. That vacancy doesn't matter here. Okay. So this is all about the next article जो हमने अभी करा, which was about any matter related to or disputes related to the issue of election of president and vice president. I hope that should be clear to you now. So with this, we are done with all the 4 subheadings. Now the another next topics you will see in the coming classes. And as I said, I have already shared the list with you. So please do watch it. Thank you so much guys. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.